And my job is just the most irritating bullshit constantly. It never ends. I am in the worst possible position. It's just I'm basically my job. I'm essentially a fucking IT liaison, okay? I don't fucking do shit. No, I just fucking have basic pattern recognition, and 99% of the things that I do in my career have to be done by emailing somebody else to do them. And you can see how that might get frustrating. So you see what happened today was, so I'm trying to explain this without mentioning exact terms. But so as the IT guy, one of my jobs is to set people up with their equipment to work from home. And when a supervisor goes to work from home, they either have a computer that they use to remote into a computer that's in the office, or they just have like their own computer that they log into a different way. And so previously, 100% of the time that these supervisors were only working from home, part of the time they're remoting in. So that's 100% of the time always the case. So I set up a computer. I set it up last night to fucking finish overnight. With all the updates and whatever it needs. And it's so this fucking supervisor can work from home half the time and fucking remote into their shit. And it gets set up overnight, and I get there, and I'm dealing with a million other things, so that takes up like the whole morning. So like it's noon, and I'm finally looking at this thing again, and it's like, okay, I go to look at it, and it's like, oh, they set it up wrong. Okay, let me send an email. Hey, you set it up wrong. Somebody fix it. Fucking way too long goes by. Eventually, somebody says they're gonna fix it, and then they follow up with, "This is like my boss. This says like I'm gonna fix it," and she's like, "This thing isn't in place or whatever. Is this person even supposed to do it in this way? It depends on like whatever and whatever." And I was like, I thought everybody who was doing the like part in office, part work from home did it this way. So what do I do? And then she didn't respond to me for I think like 2.5 hours. And then after like three follow-ups, finally somebody else responds to me, just does the thing I asked for. So it's like, cool, great. And I go to get it. But then there's something else fucked up. Easy fix though. I go put it back where it needs to be fixed. I send another email. They fix it. Great. Got a solid half hour before I gotta go home and fucking eat my dinner and watch the last 20 minutes of Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark and record a podcast with my friend Alex. The computer's ready. Get it tested, get it done, leave. I'm about to get up to go get the computer. Another email comes in. This one's from my boss again. Actually, it does need to be the other way. And not I will fix it now, just it does need to be the other way. And it's like, okay. And can somebody fix it? And then somebody emails me and tells me yes, somebody can fix it. As if I was asking if it was possible for it to be fixed. I know it can be fixed. I'm asking for someone to fix it. You stupid bitch. She did this twice. She did it the first time, and I replied, and she did it again somehow. She found another way to misinterpret it as me not asking for it to be done. No, I can't do this shit. They know I'm just a fucking email monkey. I'm just a fucking physical avatar being driven by bosses in different offices to do bullshit. I'm tired of fucking work emails, okay? Everybody's always complaining about work emails, and they're right. We need to get rid of email, abolish email. We need to replace email. I need Elon Musk to invent a system where instead of email, I can just reach my hands into my computer screen and fucking choke the person I need to contact until they do what I fucking need them to do. I swear to fucking God, I'm so sick of this shit. It's always the tug of war too. One person will want something done one way, and one person will want something done another, and they start like clashing and overlapping each other. This happens all the time, and I'm just forced to fucking deal with it. I'm so sick of this shit. I hate emails. I hate being a fucking little fucking monkey who has to send an email basically anytime I do anything ever. It's the worst. I hate it. I want. And then there's this fucking internet shit. I don't know where I cut off in my previous complaining, but now there's more complaining to be had for different reasons.
I don't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry. You were going. I didn't want to disrupt your flow over there.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my flow was disrupted by the fucking power of the internet. Okay, that's what happened.
Don't worry.
Now I'm out of flow.
Don't worry. I got timestamps, so we're good.
Good,
I'm on
good.
I'm on top of the timestamp game nowadays.
It's fucking emails, man.
Look, the
So many
second you
emails.
paused, I immediately opened up my notes and wrote down the timestamps so I can go and fix it later. That's why I
I'm
didn't say
drowning.
anything until I let you hop back in, so I could actively see the what is it? The fucking whatever, the silence in the video. We're good. Keep
I
going.
want to say I'll preface this with not all the emails are particularly relevant to me, but still, just the sheer number I have to deal with. I still have thousands of unread emails in my inbox from when I went to Ohio and I was out for a week. They're just literally thousands of emails piled up that I never went and clicked through. I just have thousands of emails in my inbox unread now, and most of them are from when I was on vacation fucking 6 months ago. So many fucking emails, so much fucking bureaucracy and bullshit. And there's also this wasn't part of the issue today, but another thing that always infuriates me about work is I have two bosses and they're going against each other constantly. Like I have my real boss, like my computer tech boss who's in a different office, and she contacts me and tells me what she needs me to do or whatever. I deal with her remotely. And then there's the people who run the office that I work in that need certain things done, that want me to do certain things that are perhaps antithetical to how my tech boss wants things done. So it becomes a constant tug of war that I'm stuck in the middle of forever, where I have to try to appease both of them because upsetting either of them is not good for me, but they're constantly going against each other. So it's my job sucks and I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will say that. I don't want to like demean your situation here because that definitely sounds like shit. Just being an email monkey all day.
Now, just to finish off the work venting, I guess, just to let it all fly. The one last big fucking issue is now, after years of this shit, of dealing with it all on my own, being completely fine, fucking running the place essentially, even though I have no education or anything, fucking getting everything that needs to be done by when it needs to be done, with very limited exceptions. Maybe there was a delay or two in the years of work, but mostly totally fine. And then one week this year, they're like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. Next week, this is on Thursday. Next week, the beginning of next week, we're gonna be having 30 work from home people come in. And then the next week, there's gonna be 20. And then the next week, there's gonna be another 20. So suddenly this falls on my lap, and it's impossible to set up in any reasonable amount of time. I have to work stupid overtime, and even then I have to people are sitting around and waiting because I'm running around and setting up stations and shit, because they threw this on me with no prep time,
Yeah, that's
at
what
all,
happens.
essentially.
Yeah,
and
that's
and it
happens at
was
my job as well.
it was completely insane, and I made it happen. It was rough. There were a couple mistakes. People had to wait for a while, but I made it happen. Completely unrealistic bullshit that was thrown at me immediately and fucking had to be replicated, and I pulled it off to the best of my ability. But just there were a couple too many fuck ups. Too many little fuck ups. Too many unrelated little fuck ups of things that I was ignoring because I was too busy making fucking miracles happen. Like, oh, my office is a little cluttered because I'm setting up computers as efficiently as possible and just throwing everything I don't need in my office lackadaisically because I don't have time to fucking organize it on little shelves when I have to set up 35 computers in 5 minutes. So, and then there's that, and then there's people have to wait, whatever. So now it's become the narrative that I cannot dispel no matter what, that I can't do this by myself. Even though I did it by myself for 2.5 years. And I had him for a while, and he was useful when I had him because it was in the middle of busy season. So it's like, all right, he's helping me with other shit. We're dealing with the busy season. Cool. Glad to have him. Annoying that it started to impact my hours around the end, but he's still useful to me, so I'll deal with it. I don't fucking care. And then he quit, and it's like, thank fucking God. I don't have to worry about my hours anymore. I don't have to do stupid fucking phone work for half of my week. And busy season's basically over. I'm only doing like 10 people a week instead of 20 and 30 constantly. Maybe 10, usually less. It's much slower than it was, totally manageable. And somehow they're still convinced I need help with this. And they've put out a fucking ad for it, and I'm fucking annoyed. And they won't take no for an answer. I'm sick of this whole job. I was already sick of the whole job. Now I have to fucking play halvesies. I don't want to fucking play halvesies. I'm tired of this fucking shit. I'm tired of the fucking phone calls. If I'm gonna do the phone calls, just let me do the phone calls. I don't want to have to do the phone calls half the time and the other half of the time be carrying the fucking whole place on my back and have to deal with all this fucking emails and bureaucracy and bullshit. One or the other. I, I just can't even fucking deal with work right now, bro. I had to let it flow. I had to let it out. I had to let the let the people hear my rage and my anger.
Are you a rage today?
I am a rage. It's true.
Why do you emphasize I am a rage? Why do you emphasize it like that? You're a rage. I don't know why. It's like your dialect or some shit. You always emphasize the A.
I think it's just instinct whenever I say something that I know is grammatically incorrect to emphasize the grammatically incorrect part that is the joke.
You're a rage. You're a rage. Okay, anyway. Yeah, welcome to
Fucking
the real world, buddy.
picking on me
I
over
hate to tell
minutia.
you, every fucking job for the rest of your life is going to be like that. Doesn't matter what fucking industry you go in, doesn't matter if you're slinging burgers or putting shit on shelves. It's always going to be stupid bureaucracy bullshit of people expecting way more than you can actually do. I'm so sorry to tell you this.
Fucking hate it all, man. I fucking hate it.
I've done deliveries with Amazon in my current company. I've done grocery work at a place called Giant Eagle, and I've did lifeguarding as well as like cleaning pools and shit. Every single job I've had has expected more out of me than I can do. Every single fucking one of them does not give a shit about the people who work for them. Nobody does. It's unfortunate, but that's the way capitalism works.
It wasn't supposed to fucking be this way. What happened? All the fiction told us by now, we're in the fucking year 2024, okay? By now, the robots should all be doing this for us, and we should be living a complete life of fucking paradise. Wall-E was not fucking an apocalyptic movie, it was a fucking fantasy movie, okay? I just want to live on the spaceship and get fat. While the
You're doing.
fucking, robots do it all. They might have been eating people or something in Wall-E. Now that I remember, but like
Why
what's
are
a
you
couple people
referencing
eating?
Wall-E? Wall-E takes place in 2805. We still have
I don't know what's
800 years to go.
autism.
Can't use autism to explain stupidity.
No, I'm using autism to explain your stupidity right now and focusing on that level of minutia. Oh, you didn't pick a fictional story that actually takes place in this time, so your whole point is invalid. You know what I'm fucking saying? There's a million fucking futuristic movies that take place in fucking whatever year. I didn't do research. I just picked. If you know what point I'm trying to make, fucking retarded.
Do you want me to make you
Welcome to
feel a little
Detour
better?
Ahead. Yeah.
You know the show The Jetsons?
Hmm.
You're aware of that show, correct?
I'm aware of the Jetsons.
It's
That's what a meme means.
2062. We got 40 years to go, buddy. 40
Oh,
years and we'll have
almost
flying
there.
cars,
Almost there.
hot robot maids. You don't even have to wait
And
that
there's
long. It's like 40 years.
I could have talked about 2001: A Space Odyssey, which we're
There's
23
like
years.
numerous ones,
We're
but you chose the one that's 800 years in the future.
who cares? That's such a fucking minutia bullshit to
No, it
argue
does
about.
care
You
when
know
you're
what
trying to
point I'm trying
complain
to
about
make.
why 2024 sucks.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Folks, let us know in the comments if Alex is an autism.
See, okay.
I didn't what?
Nothing. You're just gonna
I
call
didn't
me.
what?
You're just gonna call me an autism again.
No, I didn't what?
You emphasize the A in "Are you a rage?" But when you say in autism, it just rolls off your tongue.
Okay.
So your
I should
previous
not have
argument
pursued this,
is
actually.
retarded.
Quit. It's over.
What the fuck do you mean it's over?
The podcast is over after 105 great episodes.
No, because
Tour
you're gonna
Ahead
kill it
is
at
coming to an
107.
end.
I already have a feeling you're just gonna kill it at 107.
No, because that's what you're expecting. What I'm doing instead is flipping it on you and killing it now. When
You
you're
do
not
realize that's like
expecting
a
it.
genuine fear of mine is that you're gonna text me on 107 and be like, "Look, I can't do it," and then all of a sudden, I'm like, "All right, let's reschedule for next week," and you're like, "Okay, cool, let's reschedule for next week," and then I'm gonna check the feed on that Wednesday and it's gonna say 107 came out. And it's not gonna have me. And the first thing that you say is Alex couldn't make it.
No, Alex. Here's how this show ends. Here's what's gonna happen.
This show's
You're
never
gonna
gonna
see.
end. We're gonna be
Here's
85
the
and still doing this over fucking Discord.
No. Here's how the show's gonna end. And I'll tell you. I'll tell you this in advance for real because I've almost done this several times. One day, the intrusive thoughts are gonna win. This is my version of suicide because I'm too afraid to actually kill myself because I'm very afraid of death. So instead, this proto suicide that I constantly consider committing, is deleting absolutely everything I've ever put on the internet that I have the power to delete. So you're just gonna wake up one day and the Detour Ahead feed is gonna be gone, and you're gonna have a DM from deleted user A587 whatever the fuck. It's gonna say sorry, and that's gonna be it.
I'll just continue the show. We've had this discussion before. I'm pretty
That's
sure the
not
YouTube gets
right.
more views than the feed anyway.
You're probably right.
I'll just continue it. I'll call it On the Road or something. I don't know. And it'll just be Detour Ahead, but with a different name.
Hey, you have to change the name.
On the Road with Colo Chip.
It won't be Detour Ahead because it doesn't have me.
It'll be the exact same premise. I'll just call it Musicals Ahead. I have big plans. Hold on, I have big plans. Big plans. I'm bringing eventually, since we're a musical podcast, if you remember.
Sure.
Well, we're sometimes a musical podcast. I'm bringing This is to hold myself accountable, so it is on an audio recording, so I have to do it. I'm bringing
Okay.
Vanessa on, and we're going to talk about the Beetlejuice movie or the Beetlejuice musical.
Okay.
I have big plans, and I can't tell you because I need you to not be part of the plans. You'll be on the episode, but I need you to be surprised, and it's going to be great.
You gonna show up dressed as Beetlejuice or something? What's the bit?
No, I'm not going to do that. That's a lot of effort that I'm not willing to put in. Not dressing up as Beetlejuice for the Beetlejuice thing. That's a lot of effort for one episode. Anyway,
The fact that you already said that makes me think that that's exactly what you were planning. The fact that you said it was too much effort twice, if you had said it once, that would have been normal. The fact that you said it
when have
twice
you
makes me
ever
think you're
known me
compensating.
to put more than the bare minimum into this show outside of the
Only when,
convention?
only in times where you'll be like, bro, I have something so big planned. You can't even imagine what I have planned, bro. It's crazy. You can't even imagine what kind of crazy plan I have right now. Those are the times in which you do something that requires effort for the show, and that's what you've just done. And now
You do
you've
realize your
almost
logic is
too
flawed.
aggressively dismissed the idea of you dressing up as Beetlejuice, which makes me think you're compensating.
You do realize the last time I said I have big plans and you're going to be surprised was the I Survived Ohio t-shirt that I caved immediately on telling you.
That's true. That did happen.
Then again, the other big plan that I had was this way. The Sonichu medallion that I have back there.
Which was legendary.
Yeah, it was great. Nothing will ever top that. I'm
It
not
took
that
a
fucking smart.
Herculean amount of effort, and in fact, I'd say probably more effort that it would take you to go to fucking Party City and dress up as Beetlejuice.
It's too late now. They don't have costumes and shit right now.
Party City has like some costumes, even not Halloween.
Yeah, but Beetlejuice is such like I don't know. If I do it, then I want to do it right, and I don't have the money to do it. Also, it's fucking Christmas time.
Merry
On this
Christmas from Beetlejuice.
on this show, we say Merry Christmas. We don't say Happy Holidays. This is an alt right Christian pod. I lost 2 subscribers, by the way.
Did you really?
I guarantee you it's because of that Trump shit that I pulled.
You're probably right. You're
It
probably
probably
correct about
is. I don't
that.
even give a shit though. I don't care. Fucking leave my channel. Do it.
You just I'm gonna have to like go and find this now. Because you reminded me of the funniest shit in the world. Just the welcome to I Talk About podcast I like. You should listen to them. The segment. That's what the segment is called. I've decided right now. Um, there was a bit, and this was like one of the very early episodes of the Loudest podcast. I don't know where to find it, but you just reminded me of this bit where like Sriracha tells this like very exaggerated fake story about how a cashier said happy holidays to her. And she said, "Oh no, you can say Merry Christmas. Trump fixed that." And then everybody in the grocery store clapped. And like the way she told the story was just so fucking funny.
That's fucking fantastic. This is Trump's America now. We say Merry Christmas. And
So
if
Merry
Kamala
Christmas
won,
here in
we wouldn't
Trump's
be allowed to
America.
say it. I'd be shot. I'd be shot on sight if I said it.
You even say the word Christmas, you're fucked in Kamala's America, okay? We're
There was a
outlawing
whole
it. We're hanging
like it's not
you.
even a fucking joke. There was a whole rally where she's like, "No more Merry Christmas."
Did she say that?
Yes.
I'm gonna need the clip of that. That's fucking super village.
I'll fucking pull it up right now.
No more, man. You can't. That's like a super villain. You could say "Don't say Merry Christmas." It's insensitive. But if you say "No more Merry Christmas," you just sound like the Grinch. You're literally the Grinch. They're gonna do that thing to you on Twitter, where they put the picture of the guy and they put the speech bubble where the quote tweet is. So it's like it's that character saying it. They're gonna do that to you. Have you seen that? That method of jokeology on Twitter?
Huh?
Sometimes how somebody will tweet something that reminds somebody of like a fictional character, so they'll take a picture of that fictional character They'll put like a speech bubble down, and it's where the quote tweet is. So it's like that character saying it, you know?
I'm waiting for this fucking ad to stop. Okay, here we go.
Like I think the first time I ever saw it, like I think the birth of this joke was I don't think I'd ever seen it. It eventually became like a bunch of fictional characters, but I think the first time I ever saw it, I don't know if it was the origin. The first time I ever saw it was somebody wrote this wrote this tweet about how good lettuce was. This person just really loved lettuce. I don't know why they loved lettuce so much. But somebody quote tweeted it and put like a rabbit in the speech bubble. That's the first time I ever saw that joke, and then it just fucking took off. And now, every time somebody tweets anything, somebody finds a fictional character to relate it to and puts the fucking speech bubble there. I saw somebody that just yesterday. I saw somebody. I don't know what you're sharing. I'm gonna have to look in a minute. But just yesterday, I saw somebody tweet about like how hard it was to play the clarinet. I was like, I should do the Squidward speech bubble thing. Oh wait, a million people have already done it, haven't they? And I clicked on the tweet, and sure enough, almost every quote tweet, of which there were many, was Squidward with the little speech bubble. And now I'm gonna look at Alex's screen share.
You ready?
Yes.
How dare we say Merry Christmas? Are you ready for this? Her actual
Sure.
fucking words.
And only when they cleared that vet did we give them DACA status. And now we're talking about taking it away. It is morally wrong. And when we all sing happy tunes and sing Merry Christmas and wish each other Merry Christmas, these children are not going to have a Merry Christmas. How dare we
so this
speak
is a
Merry
completely
Christmas?
different context
How
than
dare
how you
we?
fucking said it.
Oh, of course it is, because, you know, I only get alt-right shit on my fucking Twitter, so now I look
Yeah,
like a
'cause
retard.
Now you look like a slimy little conservative because you fell for all the slimy little conservatives bullshit.
By the way, that was Fox News, by the way.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it was from Fox News. Anyway, let's move on from me being a retard here.
L. I was ready to start singing "You're a Mean One, Miss Harris," but you fucking fucked it up.
Man, fucking Fox News fucked me over. Had Fox News cut all that other shit about immigrants and poor kids, and they just left that in. I should have did like scrolled to where she just said it and then paused and like did the thing that everybody else does and only show you what I needed you to see. But I'm like, you know what? I want to be an honest news reporter here.
It's the people who don't research like Alex that make my side don't like him.
Anyway,
He doesn't have any resolve, that Alex. He doesn't commit to anything. No commitments. No strength in resolve.
this
I'm
show
calling
is
him
a
a different
fucking
thing every
commitment. What the
week.
fuck are you talking about?
I'm calling him a different thing every week. He's lying all the time.
They're eating the cats and
Constant
the
lies.
dogs.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Love how he says dogs in such a New
Dogs.
Yorker.
Yeah.
Dogs. They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the Doges. Elon Musk's new empire, Doge. Honestly, I might think Elon Musk is a scumbag sack of shit, but the fact that there's a real government agency called Doge now and he's responsible for that, that's at least a little funny. I'll give it to him. Do you think Doge is gonna achieve anything of note at all?
I feel like because of Elon Musk, it's gonna. I don't know if it'll get done by the time Trump wants it to, but I do think that it'll do something.
Okay.
Elon Musk is not the kind of guy to sit on his ass and do fucking nothing.
I don't know. He's been doing a lot of that on Twitter.
I mean, he's sitting on his ass sending people to space. He's been sitting on his ass buying up Twitter and turning it into an alt-right communication platform. I think he's doing good things.
I'm glad that he did that, honestly.
All right, your rant completely blew my rant out of the water, by the way.
I'm
Unfortunately,
sorry.
I wasn't expecting you to go on a workforce rant. I was expecting one of your
Oh, did
rants to
you
be
also
fucking.
have a workforce rant?
No, I didn't have a. I had a Minecraft rant. That I don't even want to do it
Oh,
anymore.
I want to hear about Minecraft.
You want to hear about Minecraft?
I love Minecraft. Yay!
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me
That
send
was
you.
ableist
Let
what
me
I
put
just
the
did. They're
pictures
gonna
back
cancel me,
in.
chat.
So as you know, I've been in like a Minecraft mood. Um, Here's the two pictures that I'm gonna show real quick. Let's go back to move this. Okay, so look at the first one, the one that looks like it's far away.
So pretty.
So I decided to finally build a base. So like, why, man? I fucking hate formatting on this fucking thing. Anyway, so like, right at the base of the trees, right where you see that, I basically just had everything in chests and like really fucking everything just laying out there, and then fucking creepers kept killing me and shit. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna build a cool ass base. I'm gonna go hunt down as many fucking jungle trees as I can, and I'm gonna put all the houses up on the jungle trees, and it's gonna look cool. It's gonna be a big tree house. Each one of those little huts that you see up on the trees has a different
Yeah.
purpose. Like one is for like ores and shit, like diamonds and iron. Another is an enchanting room. One has everything that has to do with like plants and shit, another food, etc., etc. Finally finished the whole fucking thing. I'm putting the finishing touches on it. Motherfucker, you see that little end portal? Or not end portal. You see that nether portal in the middle?
Yeah.
There's lava under there. Apparently, one of these things grow vines. All right, the vines reach the lava, set it on fire, and it worked its way all the way up and set my fucking shit on fire. And then if you go to the second picture,
Oh
that
well,
is the fucking
Alex. Yeah.
damage that I had to go and fix. Now, unfortunately, my bed was fucking destroyed in the fire. So that meant I got, when I died, because the fire hit me and I fell all the way down to the ground, which was like fucking 20, 30 blocks. So it killed me, sent me back to spawn, which is like 1,000 fucking blocks in a random direction. And I have no idea where to go. Luckily, for some stupid fucking reason, I have no idea why. I have no understanding of how this actually happened. Somehow, the nether portal that I built at spawn, through a series of twists and turns, magically linked up with the other nether portal at my base. And I was able to get back before it actually caused too much damage. Now, this is a lot of damage, and it's going to take me about probably 4 hours to go and fix. Because I can't.
Honestly, something about this is like pretty in an abstract way. I thought this was a revision before I looked too closely at it,
Fuck
but it's still
you.
something about it. I
Fuck
like it.
you. No. I had nice little huts. I was putting grass up on top of it so it blended in with the trees so it didn't look fucking like someone put a house on top of a tree. I'm trying to blend it a little bit better. And like I spent 4 hours building this shit. Like I grew the trees, then hopped up there, linked them all together and shit like that. Now I gotta go redo fucking everything because I didn't take into account that the vines would grow into the lava and burn my shit fucking down.
Listen, embrace your creativity. You're a beautiful artist. Yes, it's a good idea to cut off your ear and give it to that girl you like. You're nothing but winning.
Look, you don't understand. You don't understand that this is going to take, because now I already have like Because I can't just go and cut down the tree. Like, I'm going to have to cut down the trees and go and regrow them and move everything. I'm going to lose all the glass that I found. I got to cut all this shit down, fucking regrow it, and hope that the fucking tree gets back up to the same spot. It's a big fucking... Look, I'm more impressed with myself. Like, the silver lining here was literally that the nether portals linked up, even though they were made separately for separate things. I made the one at spawn because I kept fucking dying. So I made the one at spawn so I could try and get some blaze rods. And I kept fucking dying in the nether, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna make one at spawn, so every time I die, I can go right back to the portal. I go and find the end portal, which is actually like not even very far away from here, like a short walk away. Probably like over this area. To the right of where I'm standing. Or like, well, anyway. So I find that, and it's right next to a ruined portal. So I'm like, I'm setting up camp here. I found the end portal, and I have another portal already here, already made. This seems like it's a good fit. I'm gonna stay here. It's fine. The fact that both of the nether portals were so fucking close, not like there's like a indistinct path that I was fucking around in, trying to get the bastion that was over there. Somehow that bastion linked both of them together through a series of like little caves and shit that I went and dug out. And I made it back and was able to stop it before my entire wooden and leaf base was completely destroyed. That purple wood, or that like magenta wood that you see, was me quickly towering up and hitting the fucking fire to put it out as quickly as possible. In a complete fucking panic, going everywhere trying to put the fucking fire out, because I was like, once everything started catching fire, and it killed me and sent me back to spawn, I quit and exited the game, and I'm like, I just can't have shit in Minecraft. I'm not allowed. But then I'm like, you know what? There's another portal there. Let's hop in there and let's see if I can just somehow figure out how to get back to the base. So that was my rant. Not as good as yours, unfortunately. But
motherfuckers be playing Minecraft and letting their houses burn down.
look at that. Look at that first picture of it, like glowing with like beauty of a treetop thing. It was great. And it
was pretty.
It got fucked. I'm not allowed to have fucking nice things. But I can't get rid of the fucking I can't get rid of the world and start anew because I have full like netherite everything. I'm still working on And the thing that fucking pissed me off was fucking phantoms just spawned in too right before I died. Like, cuz I heard them spawn in, and I've been waiting for them to spawn in because you can't die or sleep for 4 straight days in game to get them to spawn. And my fucking elytra wings have been broken for God knows how many days in game.
Wow.
I've spent too much time on the world to give up on it now. So
yeah. It's the sunken cost fallacy, I believe.
It 100% is. I've put way too much shit into this to the point where I finally built a base and my shit fucks me up. I'm never allowed to build a base. The last time I built a fucking base, I died in hardcore Minecraft after like 80 days straight. And I lost my fucking world after I had just built this amazing base that took me probably 12 fucking hours to do. Over the course of like multiple weeks of sitting playing for 2 to 3 hours. Every time I go and try and build a base that's not on the ground or a super massive project, I die soon after or it burns the fuck down.
Yeah.
So the
Happens
fire, I put the
sometimes.
fire
Happens to the
out.
best of us, you know.
I covered up all the lava so the vines can't reach it anymore. But I can't move the nether portal or else it's going to spawn somewhere else, because that's always what fucking happens when you move it 2 blocks to the left. It fucks up in the nether. So we'll see what happens. But
Hopefully you can fix that.
our
Folks,
my
as
spot
viewers,
real I was
as
going to say
viewers may
real
have
quick.
noticed.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As viewers may have noticed, we've reached that point in the night, Chad. I have achieved the infinite yawn glitch.
What do you mean?
I just keep yawning. Sometimes I be up and I be tired, and I'll just yawn 87,000 times in the span of like 5 seconds. I don't know if you've noticed my mouth opening for 5 seconds at a time constantly.
No,
That's
I
what's
wasn't
happening.
even
That's the
looking at
infinite
you. I
yawn.
was looking at the pictures that I took.
Yeah, that wasn't because I was bored by what Alex was saying. That was because I was
No, it's
struck
probably
by the
probably
infinite
because I was
yawn
bored, because
glitch.
it's not a workplace. Look, do you not feel my pain at all for that?
What, that I had a better rant than yours, or that
No,
your
that my
Minecraft house
Minecraft
blew up?
my base almost completely burned down.
That is pretty funny. The sequence of events is how that happened to you. You were
That the
careless with your nether portals and your vines, and
I didn't even place the vines. They just grew on their own. They yearned for the fire. I'm not allowed to have fucking nice things in Minecraft. Why can't I go play my little autism game and have fun?
play a better
I'm not allowed to
game.
have fucking
The moral of
wings.
the
I'm not
story.
allowed to have bases. I'm not allowed to play hardcore. Can't have shit in fucking Minecraft. Maybe I'm
Play
not
like a
autistic
good-
enough. Maybe that's the
Just play
problem
a
I'm
good-
having.
like a good JRPG, like a normal person.
That's too much grinding.
They don't have a lot of grinding.
All
I'm playing Paper
JRPGs
Mario
are.
right now.
That's what the G in
I haven't had to grind
JRPG
yet in
stands
that.
for.
I don't think so.
It's grinding.
but all of them, you know, I'm playing Paper Mario right now. I haven't had to grind in that yet.
It's not an RPG. Fuck off.
What do you mean? It literally is.
I was trying to get under your skin and it fucking worked.
It did work.
Immediately jumped down my throat. Did you see
I don't know how it worked, considering you're just like making shit just like fucking Mario 3 isn't a platformer. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know why it got under your skin so fucking quickly.
Yeah.
You didn't even think to see if I was fucking with you or not. Did you see in the new Sonic trailer for Sonic 3, Tails gets called Detective Pikachu, and they have a reference to Pokemon in it?
I haven't actually seen the trailer, but I heard about that, and I heard that Knuckles knows what Pokemon is. And
Knuckles is aware of what
lore-wise.
Pokemon is. So they have Detective Pikachu in the Sonic universe, in the Sonic movie universe. Whether it's a movie or whether it's probably just a movie, but people are all like, Super Smash Bros. Movie's coming soon. And I'm like, they're not, maybe. Do you know how
I've
many
seen the
fucking
opposite take.
Do you know how many solo
people-
movies they're gonna have to fucking do? Look how long it took for the Avengers to all link up.
Well, I mean, they could just do it the Justice League way and not make solo movies for most of them before they come together. Fucking Ben Affleck never actually got a Batman movie. It was all crossover movies.
I don't know. You need like
You have Mario, you have Sonic, you have Pikachu, you have fucking the Zelda movie needs to come out, and that's happening, and then that's enough.
Yeah, it's like Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, and Thor.
Yeah, once the Zelda movie comes out, then we can start talking.
We'll see if the Zelda movie's any good. Hopefully it's good.
Hopefully.
Man, can you imagine like an Infinity War but with like Nintendo characters? Like they follow Super Smash Bros. Brawl storyline and make a movie out of that
Yeah,
with
that'd be pretty
Taboo.
sick.
Fuck, dude, I'd watch that. It'd be great.
All right, Alex, here's an autism power scaling question for you. I love these. I love getting into arguments on Twitter about these. Do you think that like if it's okay, picture this. Instead of Thanos, it's Nappa and Vegeta for the Saiyan saga. Can the Avengers defeat them?
Yeah.
Think?
Yeah.
How so? Tell me how they would pull it off.
Nappa and Vegeta are unaware of technology.
Yeah, but they also can blow up planets with their hands, or at least Vegeta can. So like they could probably get past the technology.
Yeah, but they don't really work as a team though.
Yeah, no, Nappa would be the pre-boss, and then Vegeta would be the real boss, and Vegeta would kill them all, I think.
I don't think so.
I think if they all really team up and get their Avengers spirit going, they could beat Nappa, but I don't think they could beat Vegeta. Especially if he can make his artificial moon and turn into a giant monkey.
They'd cut the tail off like Yajirobe did though.
But they don't know that. They don't know shit about Saiyans. They only knew that because they're best friends with Goku.
Have you look? I think the Avengers would. How many Avengers are we talking about? We talking Infinity War against Thanos?
The whole cast of Infinity War.
Oh, they'd easily win. Doctor Strange could easily just trap him in the fucking mirror realm. Easy.
People have broken out of the mirror realm. You don't think Vegeta could break out of the mirror realm?
Vegeta doesn't know what the mirror realm is, retard.
But he's very powerful.
Not in the fucking Saiyan saga.
In this, as compared to like normal humans, Marvel power scaling is not that high. Especially MCU. Well, Marvel comic, any comic universe power scaling gets insane. But Marvel Cinematic Universe.
If we're talking the whole cast of the Avengers from Infinity War, I don't think Vegeta and Nappa would win. But if we're talking
Well, the thing is, you're
first
thinking
Avengers
whole cast.
movie,
You're thinking whole cast. 95% of the Infinity War cast would get blown up into cinders in 1 second by Nappa. You're really only the strongest players are gonna survive to Vegeta.
Black Panther could easily take both of them out.
With the power of DEI, perhaps, but in terms of power scaling, maybe not.
I don't know. That's tough. I think if they're all working together, I really think that Doctor Strange could easily just contain them.
Maybe you contain them and you think they're going to be regular size when you contain them, and then they make the artificial moon, and now they're big monkeys, and they explode out of the mirror realm and kill you.
It's not how it works. You can't break out of the mirror realm. You have to leave. You can't break out of it. It's a different dimension.
I don't know, man. Great Ape Vegeta firing a Gallic gun. I take all the Avengers at once. One shot.
Doctor Strange has the time stone. He could just rewind time.
Not if he dead.
I don't know. I think you're wrong. If it's the original 6 Avengers from like the beginning of the series or the beginning of the MCU, Nappa and Vegeta would win. But if it's everybody working together from Infinity War and Endgame, I don't think they would win. I feel like that's
Well, who does that really add? Because again, like if somebody is not like
who does that add?
least like yeah, I know who it adds, but I'm saying who does that add that's important? Who does that add that would not get wiped out by Nappa in 1 second?
I'm fucking blanking on people now at this point. I
You
don't,
win the argument.
I think Doctor Strange could take both of them.
No, I don't know if Doctor Strange is as powerful as you think.
I don't even think you've seen a fucking Doctor Strange movie.
I've seen crossover movies he's been in.
That doesn't show his real power, though.
He seemed pretty powerful in No Way Home, but I don't know about fucking Vegeta powerful.
Oh wait, no, it adds not it adds Wanda, Scarlet Witch, and fucking Vision. If we're
Vision is a bitch. Vegeta would kill Vision. Now Wanda, he's got some silly stuff going on.
yeah, but the minute Vegeta or Nappa kills Vision, she goes absolute fucking woman psycho, and can completely destroy either of them.
The thing about her is like she has like super witch powers and can like change reality or whatever, but like could she like tank an attack or even Nappa? Like could she neutralize the threat before Nappa just like blew her up? But Nappa does one of these. Remember when he did that? Went like this, and then an entire city just evaporated.
I don't know. I feel like you're wrong.
I don't know. You remember when he did that though? That's pretty powerful. He just went like this, and the city was gone.
I still think you're wrong, though. I can smash rocks if I really needed to.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. But okay.
Buildings are basically giant rocks. You can smash rocks.
You couldn't take a whole collection of rocks and make it cease to exist by doing this.
I'd have to rewatch DBZ to at least
He
the
glasses
Saiyan
a
Saga.
city by just going like this. You don't remember that? That was hard as shit. Nappa just goes like, woo, and the whole city explodes into nothing.
All right, I'm gonna concede here.
You don't remember when he did that? That was awesome.
No, I don't remember. I watched DBZ like 10 years ago.
He just goes like, there it goes. Does that move in the video games? It makes like a big cylinder explosion.
I'm gonna concede on this argument here. I'm gonna give up.
Doctor Strange is about to do magic, trap him in the mirror realm, and then Nappa just goes like this. They're gone, all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna concede. I can't argue.
What are you
You're
gonna
right,
do
I
when
guess.
Nappa goes like this?
I'm admitting that you're right. Don't keep trying to argue your fucking point. It's like if Trump was still putting out fuck Kamala ads. There's no fucking point. You won. You got it. You did it. Congrats. You fooled me.
Yeah, she's already dead.
It's done. It's over. 4 more years.
4 more years. 4 more years. I can't be doing that chant. I'm gonna get unfriended.
Do it. 4 more years. One of us. One of us. Where's that fucking
I
shit?
can't believe I actually got woke checked. It wasn't even Demigloom either. Demigloom's become more based on the subject, but I got woke checked. Damn.
Still got it.
Somebody who I will not air their name out said that they don't like that I'm having Trump supporters on my show. I don't think they realize that I have a show half owned by a Trump supporter. I don't think this one is the one they're watching.
I could just do this
So real.
the whole fucking time. Just hold it up.
Just like put it on your head.
Like, no, because then I'll look. Nah, that's culture appropriation. I don't want to have it look like a turban.
Oh shit, you're right.
Is
Gotta respect the Muslim people.
that brown face? If I
Yes.
go like wrap my head like a turban, is that brown face?
What percentage of a turban has to be on your face before it becomes brown face?
I'm not wrapping my head in a Trump shirt to make it look like a turban. That's not okay. I have
Why
some sort of moral compass, all right? I might be a Trump
don't.
supporter, but I still have some sort of moral compass.
I don't have a moral compass. Fuck that shit. I'll say the N-word right now.
Do it.
Hard R.
Do it. Hard R. Right now.
Neighbor. Alright, folks. Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. Remember?
Yeah, the musical that we're supposed to be talking about.
Yeah.
That we had almost an hour cold open here.
Oh shit. Are we that far in already?
Welcome to Detour Ahead, everybody. I'm Alex. That's Riely.
Oh, did we never do that?
No, we
I thought
didn't
I did
fucking
that
introduce the
before.
show.
God damn it! I thought I think I
57
started
minutes
to do that,
in,
then
and you didn't introduce the
I
show.
definitely started doing that, and you interrupted me. So this is your
No,
fault.
this is your fault.
I
You
was
introduced
I
the
was
show.
definitely about to say welcome to Detour Ahead. I'm Alex. Here's Riley, and then you interrupted me, and then we just like kept going. We snowballed.
Welcome to Detour Ahead.
I didn't say I'm Alex. Here's Riley. I think I did.
All right, Spider-Man musical. It's here.
Turn off the dark. Turn it off. No more dark.
No more dark.
See, once you turn on the light,
No, it's
instead
turn
of
off the
turning
dark.
off the dark, I don't think that's what you do. Yeah, let me hold on. Hold on, guys. I can't see. Let me turn off the dark in here.
Yeah, what's the opposite of turn on the lights? Turn off the dark.
That's not the opposite of turn on the lights. It's the same as turn on the lights. You turn off the dark. Like the dark's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's a synonym.
Yeah. Synonym. A synonym.
All right, what'd you think? What'd you think of the musical? You were really hoping for this one. This was Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark was what initiated us becoming a musical podcast.
You see, first of all, I didn't realize that it had never been professionally recorded once, even though it was like on and off on stage for years. I had no fucking clue that it hadn't been professionally recorded even one time. So it's just this really shitty like audio. Well, for being just a camcorder in the audience, it's pretty good most of the time. There's some times where it fucks up. There's like fucking 3 minutes straight where it's just like the most unbearable noise you've ever heard, and none of the play you can see or hear. But you know, he tried his best. I don't think it was a very important part. And you know, for about 30 minutes, the shit was completely unbearable. Like the first half hour, for some reason, like I think took me a week and a half to get through. But after that, it just starts fucking going. Like I loved this actually. I was immediately on board. I think it's when he becomes Spider-Man is the real flip. Like I think all the origin stuff is kind of like dragged too much. It's not like
Man,
they don't have
the
any fun with it
fucking them
really.
doing Athena and Arachne story at the beginning completely threw me through a fucking loop.
Oh, you want
I'm
to tell?
like,
You want me to tell
what
you a
the
fun fact?
hell are
I
they
realized
fucking
I
doing?
kind of fucked up. I kind of fucked up. You know how Arachne's just kind of there like twice, and like doesn't really matter. And why is she there?
A couple times, yeah.
So I found out some trivia. I kind of knew this, but it had been so long since I learned it that I knew it wrong. I knew, well, obviously the recording is called, the video is literally called Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark 2.0 full recording. So it's plain to see that they changed things. And what I thought was they just made the stunts more tame because they fucking broke the bones of like 3 or 4 different Spider-Men. I thought that was the only thing they changed. And then I realized, no, that's not what it was. This play originally received very negative reviews. Because in the original version, what we saw was basically the first hour. All of that was condensed in the first hour. And the second hour, the villain is Arachne, and she wants to fuck Peter Parker. She's trying to brainwash him into leaving Mary Jane, and it becomes a whole weird story where she is the ultimate villain of the play, and that's why she's there. And then it was just so everybody hated it, I guess. So they reworked the play, but they didn't want to fire the girl who was playing Arachne, so she got to stay for the school project and for like 2 "You Can Do It" Spider-Man songs. But in the original version, she's like the ultimate villain of the show.
That's so weird. That's so I don't know how I feel about that one. Really threw me through a loop. Like I understand why she's in the musical now. Like it's about Spider-Man, you got Arachne, the original spider, blah blah blah. Did they have to put this like sensual in the air dance between her and Peter Parker in the musical?
Yes, because in the original version, she wants to fuck him. That's a remnant from when she wants to fuck him, I guess.
I don't know. It did, the Arachne scenes didn't make sense at all for the musical that you gave me to watch.
They just didn't want to fire the poor girl. I would have had us watch both versions if I knew, but I did not know. So
It's all right. I'm sure we'll encounter a similar situation later on down the line.
I mean, there's the Death Note musical where we had to watch the Japanese play and listen to the English soundtrack.
Thank you for reminding me. I got to pull up the wheel.
That's true. That's true. We got to find out what we're going to talk about next. But yeah, for some reason, for like the first half hour, I was like, "What is this shit? I hate this Peter. I hate this Mary Jane. This fucking play sucks shit." Besides my favorite song in the entire play is prior to Spider-Man, but that was like the one light in that part. Well, really, that song is when it started to get good, but he becomes Spider-Man like 5 minutes later, so it's basically around the same time. Um, and but once the play really started going, I got really invested. I turned out really liking Peter and Mary Jane and everybody else. Although I will say, I'm feeling like I'm feeling a little Batman 1989 syndrome here. Because I was much more interested in the Green Goblin than I was in Spider-Man here. Green Goblin fucking ate and chewed and swallowed, okay? Green Goblin fucking stole the show.
Oh, 100%.
That guy was amazing. So, and he does the like flip so good. Because my initial reaction to him is, why is Norman Osborn so nice? Because like usually you can tell right away with Norman. Like there's like a little bit of I'm a conceited asshole you can see in him immediately.
Yeah.
This guy seems like he's the nicest guy on the fucking planet, and he plays that role perfectly. And then he gets transformed into a supervillain, and he plays that role perfectly.
Well,
And
I
they're
mean, there was a
complete
little bit of
opposite
conceited
extremes.
asshole from him in the beginning as well, where he's trying to save humanity, but he's like, I'm the only one who can do it. I'm the only one who knows how. There's
It's
a lot.
like
He's a conceited asshole throughout the whole musical, but
I suppose he's full of himself, but he's not like Norman Osborn is usually like fucking over his scientists and just like generally like acting like he's better than everybody and not being like a nice guy to anybody but like a couple particular people. This Norman Osborn is a very nice guy. He's just very conceited and full of his own scientific talents and thinks he can save the world. But he's doing so in a nice manner. He's teaching all these kids about his fucking science shit. He's fucking having these nice little conversations with his wife about saving the world. He's fucking, hanging out, having a good time. He wants to help people, and he's doing it, the way he knows how. he thinks he's the hero, and then he fucks around and he becomes the Green Goblin, and then suddenly he's Joker from Batman 1989, and it's like the most fucking crazy, awesome fucking villain performance ever. I love this guy. The best actor on that stage by far, and I liked the rest of the actors. This guy just fucking stole the show and fucking ran away with it.
Do you have any problems that the musical presented?
Like negatives.
Sure.
I mean, like the Arachne thing was stupid.
Yeah.
You probably should have just let that girl go once you stopped doing the weird fucking she wants to fuck Peter plot. Now she makes no sense. I don't know. I was fairly positive on this production overall. Besides, like I already complained about, it kind of takes a while to get going. But once it's going, it's going.
It took way too long for like the buildup was terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like a half hour of the 2-hour play. Like, there's still plenty of good.
Didn't pick up till Act 2, homie.
I think it picked up like, yeah. Wait. Well, what would you just define as the acts? Because he becomes Spider-Man like 30 minutes in, and that's when it gets good.
I don't know. It got good when they introduced the Sinister Six.
That's not. I think most of my favorite stuff happened in between when Peter becomes Spider-Man and when they introduced the Sinister Six.
You know who I have a problem with the Sinister Six. I don't know who the fucking metal girl was.
That most of them are people you don't know who they are, and Carnage should not be an animal mutation, and Kraven should not be an animal mutation.
Kraven, the only one.
I guess Kraven gets like animal DNA later in Spectacular too, but Carnage should not be in the place that he is.
Yeah, and then the costume is not like later on. I think they fixed it, but like when they first introduced the Sinister Six, they like I could not tell that was Electro.
I couldn't tell that it was Electro, and I didn't know it was Electro the whole time because I don't think I ever heard it when they said his name because of that shitty camcorder audio.
Yeah, that maybe that's what like
just like.
But like Carnage should not be part of the Sinister Six. I like the costume for the dinosaur guy. Like I know he's supposed to be like what's his name, the lizard dude.
That's an interesting take on the lizard.
Right?
It's weird that they did it that way, but it's cool also.
I will say the one thing they did good was the costumes. Fan-fucking-tastic costumes for what they were.
I don't know how I feel about that Spider-Man costume. Something about the
Spider-Man costume was just a generic costume. Just a generic Spider-Man.
You really gotta nail the eye size in a Spider-Man costume, and they did not. It's off.
But like the Carnage, fantastic. And I really what I liked about it was that like the general costuming for some of the extras, like some of the classmates and everything, it was meant more to be like a 3D comic book rendition.
Yeah, it's a comic book adaptation.
Yeah. But a lot of people will go with like live action rather than like they took a lot of inspiration from what you see on the page and then they adapted it to 3D. Like the way the colors are mixed with the black and white, the props look slightly off, like they've been brought off the page. Makes it really feel like you're watching a 3D comic book.
Yeah.
The use of the big screen in the back, fantastic idea. I really like that part. The fucking bee? The bee guy? Who the hell is he?
Yeah. They just made him up.
You couldn't get
Same
Sandman?
Thing with fucking Knife Lady. something.
Knife Lady
Whatever
and
she
B-Man
was.
are probably completely fucking made up. I don't know. The bee costume was kind of cool though. I wish we would have seen more of the bee guy, but oh well. But J. Jonah Jameson played the role perfectly.
He kind of like.
I think he was
I had a
probably as close as you could possibly get to the original character played on screen.
I don't know. I don't know if he has quite the je ne sais quoi that J.K. Simmons has.
I think
Something
I
about
think he completely nailed the role.
he was really good in most of it, but like he kind of started to lose me at parts. Like he almost didn't maintain the persona like all the way through exactly as he should have. Like he kind of lost me at times, but mostly he was really good.
Um,
I will say it like almost got to like wholly musical Batman levels of fucking like parody when like the part where Spider-Man and Goblin are having their big fight. They want to pretend that it looks cool, but they can't make it look cool on stage. So it just cuts to the fucking bugle taking pictures as we hear them fight in the background.
yeah, it's a rough musical. It's really hard to make Spider-Man a musical. None of the musical numbers really stuck with me.
No, I actually, I think most of them were pretty good, and I had several that stuck with me. I started like writing them down, and I ended
The
up
only thing
with
that like actually stuck with
probably
me
half
was
the songs
Bouncing
of the
Off the
fucking
Walls.
musical. Bouncing Off the Walls is on my list for sure. Let me pull up my
That's my
list.
whole list is Bouncing Off the Walls. Nothing
Yeah,
else really stuck out to me at
I did a
all.
list. Let's see what I wrote down.
Holy shit, you did fucking work?
I was like, I don't want to forget these songs, so let me just write down the ones that I like. So yeah, I did some very small level of work. I liked DIY World. That's when the play started getting good. Was that song for me? That's when it fucking started running. Bouncing Off the Walls, as you said, pretty good. Uh, I liked the romance parts. So Picture This and Say It Now were both very good for me. Obviously, A Freak Like Me Needs Company. I can't believe you didn't say that one. That one was great. Shout out to Green Goblin. And The Boy Falls from the Sky, the song that he sings when he unquits being Spider-Man. That's my list. I thought those songs were really good.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't know if that's what they're called. I just listened to the lyrics and assumed that's what they were all called. I wonder if I was all right.
This musical didn't really leave a lasting impression on me, unfortunately.
It did for me. That's probably because I'm just like the biggest Spider-Man guy you'll ever meet in the history of time. No, I'm not because I don't read the comics, but like I'm just so into the character, and I just love him so much. And like it's kind of hard to fuck up Spider-Man for me unless you just completely don't know what you're doing. And I think this musical ended up being pretty good. I'm a sucker for musicals overall, obviously. The first half hour was kind of a slog, and then from there it became a really strong product that I really enjoyed. And
Unfortunately for me, this musical uh didn't reach my expectations of what I thought it was going to be. Um I probably would not watch it again, to be completely honest with you. If a better if a actual like real recording comes out, I might give it
if
another
a
shot.
professional recording came out, I'd watch it again.
Yeah, but if that never surfaces, there's probably a chance that I'll forget that this musical ever existed.
It probably is one. I hope that fucking Pokemon Live drops someday. We know that was recorded professionally. We just can't get it. No matter how hard we try, no matter how many past Pokemon Company employees we harass, we can't get our hands on Pokemon Live. I think because that recording is complete dog shit. Like on this one was at least like listenable. That one is not listenable. If anybody ever wants to watch Pokemon Live for real, we're gonna need that professional recording. I hope that someday we can add Pokemon Live to our list of musicals, but they have to fucking find the recording that's not dog shit first. 'Cause I do love that there's a Pokemon stage musical, and I wish I could watch a version that is watchable in any way. I don't know how anybody's ever sat
Why is
through the
everyone
recording that's
spiraling
out
over
there.
here?
It's fucking complete dog shit.
Anyway,
I think in that play they make Giovanni being Ash's father canon. That's really why it gets brought up so much. Is that people are like, yeah, Giovanni's dad's Did I say Giovanni is dad's father? Let me try again. Giovanni is Ash's dad. Just look at this fucking stage show they did in 2000.
oh
We
god,
got
that is
some wrap up
unwatchable. What the
questions,
hell?
boy. Yeah, I know.
That's like someone has a flip phone in the recording from the back of the studio.
Yeah, it's completely. You cannot make out a single word. You
Let me
can't look at
share my
anything.
screen
It's
real quick with you, because I'm pretty sure this is it. It's Pokemon Live full show.
yeah, this is the one.
Wow, my visuals are all fucked anyway. Yeah, I just looked it up just because I'm like, oh well, maybe Riley's over exaggerating. No, I think you're under exaggerating it, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's complete dog shit. Hopefully, the professional one comes out. We know it exists. People have tried to find it. Someday, hopefully, it will resurface.
All right. Do you have any closing thoughts for Spider-Man musical?
I mean, we got wrap up questions, Alex. There's a process here.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I guess I'll go first for the first wrap up question, which is who is your favorite character? I think I made that pretty obvious. Green Goblin / Norman.
Yeah, I'd have to say the
Pretty
same.
simple.
It's really the only one that, like, in my opinion, gave this musical life.
I mean, I got invested in Pete and MJ. The more slice of life aspect. But Green Goblin obviously stole the show. And as for favorite song, for me it's probably DIY World. Like that's when I got keyed in. Fucking this Goblin can sing, has the pipes of an angel, and he really proved it in that first song. DIY World, very good, very fun number. There are lots of good songs. I listed all the ones that I liked, so consider that my honorable mentions. But DIY World, I think, was particularly fun and really got me into the whole thing.
The only one that I can remember is Bouncing Off the Walls. I don't want to say it's a favorite, but
Bouncing off the walls. I love this song.
yeah, like I don't mean to like shit all over this production, because I've had time to like mull it over and think about it, and like it was a good production, but you know, anyway, I'll save that for when we're ranking it. What's the next question that you have?
They made fun of this in the Disney XD cartoon that I was supposed to review with Crow, and we stopped doing. They're doing a musical about Spider-Man in Peter's high school, and then Peter gets fucked out of the role of Spider-Man, even though he literally is Spider-Man.
What's the next question?
Anyway, oh, there is another question. Rating it out of 10. What
Go
you
ahead.
thinking? Oh, me first.
I can go first.
Uh, the Okay,
Doesn't matter. I can go if you want me to.
go ahead. Tell us.
I gotta sit up and grab my microphone for this one.
I assume it's gonna be
Unfortunately,
much lower than what I'm gonna give it.
oh, 100%.
Extremely.
100%. Probably a little more than half of what you're gonna give it. Due to the fact that I am completely negating the fact that this was not a professional recording. The quality of the video that we watched does not affect my score at all. I would like to say that off the bat. All right. Looking at the musical as a whole, the music didn't completely grab me. None of the songs were very catchy. I believe that a musical should at least have songs that get stuck in your head, at least one. This one, Bouncing Off the Walls, I can't remember the tune. I can't remember. The only thing I remember is that they said Bouncing Off the Walls a lot, and it was the only one that was slightly entertaining to me. I'd probably give this a 5 at the highest, unfortunately. A musical like this it didn't grab my attention enough to where it would make me want to like sing the songs, have a good time, rewatch it again. I probably will never watch it ever again unless a better version comes out, and even then I probably won't watch it. I don't mean to be like a negative Nancy here. This musical didn't do it for me this time. So, unfortunately, we are landing at a 5, maybe a 5.5 if I want to go a little higher, but
Fair. You're entitled to your opinion. I personally got really on board with this one after a little bit of that beginning slog, which does lose it a point or two. But overall, I was thoroughly charmed, enjoyed myself the whole time. You kind of do make a good point about the songs. Like, there are a lot of songs that I liked, but like I couldn't sing them to you right now. Like, they're not like stuck in my head. I enjoyed them in the moment, and they were well performed. But it is a good point. All the best musicals kind of have those songs that kind of like you can immediately hum the tune of after you've heard it. And this musical kind of lacks that. So I was gonna give it an 8. You've convinced me to demerit it a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and set my final score at a 7.5 for Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark. Quite enjoyable.
don't
But
get me
could have
wrong.
been a
Like,
little
I
bit
did
more.
enjoy watching it. It didn't grab my attention enough for me to like be completely fully invested in it. Like, when we did Five Nights at Freddy's, I was completely against it. I didn't want to watch it at all because I thought it was going to be dumb. But the minute like the songs they started doing the songs with the opening number and everything, I'm like, I'm hooked immediately. And
I saw if
that's
there was a musical of Markiplier in it, and you were like, "This is probably dumb. I don't want to watch it."
I didn't want to watch it because I was hesitant on the whole musical idea in the first place. It was a it
Okay,
was
you,
it
you
was a
probably,
bad one. Like, had we started off with Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark, we would not have done musicals ever again.
I don't know. I have been in a particularly weird mood this week. I don't think it was just that the first 30 minutes were boring. I think I've just been
It was
in a
just a
weird
rough
place.
musical
I
to get
probably would have gotten
into
through it under better
because
circumstances.
it was a rough musical to get into just because I already
And
knew
here
the
we go
story
again.
I already knew the story, and I'm like, well, none of this is new. Not like I didn't expect a brand new Spider-Man story. I don't know. I guess I expected just a little bit more from them for I don't know.
Well, maybe we should have watched the original version where the Spider God wants to fuck him. At least that would be an original story.
Maybe, but we did 2.0. So anyway, I rest my case. 5, maybe 5.5, but no
Yeah,
higher
I'll,
than
I'll
that,
stick with my score
unfortunately.
of 7.5.
Go
With
check it out.
that,
If you guys like
folks,
Spider-Man, go check out the musical. If you guys like it,
it's
tell me I'm a
pretty
fucking
fun.
retard.
Yeah, tell Alex he's a stupid fucking bitch.
You wanna
And
break out the
tell him
wheel?
if Nappa did this, then the Avengers would be fucked.
You want to break out the wheel
We did this. Is
for
there
the
an
next
emoji
time?
for when you do this?
No.
Yes, spin the wheel.
All right, let's break out the wheel. Fuck. I gotta stop switching shit.
Now the wheel is very tiny. There we go. On baby, no whammies.
What's a whammy?
Anything that's not Death Note the musical.
Well, you want okay. I feel like the whammy is Hamilton. I feel like that's the only one that's like looming over your head right now is the fact that Hamilton is on the wheel.
Honestly, no, I want to watch Hamilton. The whammies are Little Shop of Horrors in Greece because you were the one who wanted those. I'm not particularly interested. We'll see if
Grease
they
is
surprise
fucking
me.
fantastic. I love
But
Grease. I'm
okay,
already
well, maybe
biased
hope for
against Grease.
but
Grease is probably going to be a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for me. Just because it's very, very catchy, but we'll get into that when it comes. So you ready to spin the wheel?
yes, please give me Death Note the musical. I willed Spider-Man into existence last time, so perhaps we can do this again.
All right. I'm hoping for West Side Story, to be completely honest. It's a brand new experience for me. Either that or Hamilton. Maybe Shrek the Musical, because I feel like we could talk about the costumes for at least 35 minutes.
That's true. You've never seen like any version of West Side Story, right?
West Side Story is a completely brand new to me.
Okay. Because the version we're watching is like considered bad, but I really liked it.
That's
So
completely
I'm curious.
fine.
I'm curious to see what you think. But let's go ahead and see what we get.
You do see the wheel this time, right?
I do.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm doing the same thing. All right, let's go. Let's see what we're doing next time.
Oh!
Shit.
Yeah, shit.
Fuck. All right, I guess we're doing Shrek the
So
Musical
close.
this time.
Folks, we're going to be saying donkey a lot, and I hope you're ready for it.
Man, we're hitting all the ones that I didn't want to do, but that's fine. I bet you Death Note the Musical will be last.
I know. The world just wants to torture me in that way.
Could respin.
I mean, that's also the one that's going to take the most time because
I feel like
you're
you and I
offering me a
should each
respin?
get. I feel like you and I should at least get one respin each. I probably should have mentioned this earlier on when we brought the wheel in for the first time, but I feel like you and I both don't want to do Shrek right now.
I love when internet connection. What?
Okay, I feel like both of us aren't really feeling Shrek the Musical right now. Would each of us get one respin? Is that fair?
I mean, I didn't put it on my whammy list, and we didn't land on any of my whammies, so I'm fine with Shrek the Musical.
Okay. But you agree, each of us get one respin to use when...
Fine, use your fucking...
I'm not using it now.
I don't want...
I'm trying to convince you to use yours.
Well, that's not happening.
All right.
I'll watch Shrek the Musical.
Shrek the Musical it is. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
You know what? I'm a gambling man. Let's make it interesting. I'm once again giving myself a 2 out of 6 chance to be disappointed, but I gotta try for Death Note the Musical one more time. I gotta tempt fate.
Okay.
I can spin that shit. Nigga.
All right, let's try again. Fuck the respin thing. I don't care about that anymore. Hey! Okay, I'm happy with this. Fuck, my internet's going out. Shit. Am I good? Am I okay?
Gotta
Am I
love
loud?
internet. Yeah.
We got West Side Story. Fuck Shrek the Musical. We'll do it later. Let's do West Side Story. Are you happy with
Alright,
that?
West Side Story it is.
Or do you want to gamble one more time and
suppose.
end up on Little Shop of Horror?
I mean, if you'll give me one more at this point, I kind of
No,
have to.
I want to do West Side Story. I've been hoping for this because I haven't seen this before. You've clearly seen this before, so it'll be interesting to see our viewpoints. Someone who's never watched it and someone who actually likes it. So we'll see.
I've seen it once in theater. I feel like. See, I wish I had more prep time for West Side Story because now I'm like, shit. I should find somebody who likes a version of West Side Story that people like
That's a
to
lot of
get
work,
their
though.
take on this movie. Because the thing is, this movie is considered bad, but it's considered bad, assumedly by people who like West Side Story and don't think it's a good version of West Side Story.
Do you think?
But it's the only version of West Side Story I've ever seen, and I really liked it.
Do you think that you can pull somebody on for West Side Story?
Probably not. I would have to ask my friends how they feel about West Side Story.
Let's do it and ask around and see if you can get someone. We'll do West Side Story this time. All right. All right. Thank you everybody so much for watching Detour Ahead. Alex Kolishu can be found linktr.ee/coloschu. Riely,
I know what you are.
You bitched and complained about me not giving you a little like cue to do your link tree last week.
Yes. I mean, apparently you need a cue because, like, I could tell these last couple of times you're like ready to end the show, and then halfway through you realize you haven't plugged yet. So you're like, I'm Alex. And you can find me like you can tell it's like I'm Alex as in I'm Alex. I'm Riely. Goodbye.
Thank you everybody so much for watching
shit.
Detour Ahead. I'm Alex. You can find I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know what you are. But folks, linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. That's RIELY Cinematic Universe. For all your Riely needs, except for the Trans Fat Experience, which can be found on the Demi Gloom YouTube channel, live every Saturday at noon, except for last Saturday because we did it Sunday instead, and this Saturday because we're not doing a show. Generally, all of this has already passed for you, by the way, because time. You, the listener, you, the viewer. But every Saturday, generally around noontime, we got an episode of the Trans Fat Experience. I stole a bit we were kind of softly planning for this show. I don't know if you still care about it or not, and I'm not going to say what it is. Thanks for listening, everybody.
All right, bye.